Hello gamers, Taka here with your Final Fantasy XIV patch 7.2 PvP content breakdown. Before we get started, thank you for all the feedback on the first attempt I had at the patch notes overview a few months back. I've since taken the video down for personal reasons, but I still very much appreciate the learning opportunity and hope to continue producing useful videos for everyone here. So with that said, let's go straight into the notes. General job adjustments. A few jobs have received potency adjustments, but the changes this patch mostly come down to a 1 yalm increase in melee range, which for the most part affects only melee and tank jobs, as well as the ability to use targeted mobility actions on alliance members instead of only party ones. This is a major improvement in large-scale PvP for jobs such as Black Mage and Viper, which rely on allies for fast movement and repositioning, as prior to this change they could be left high and dry if there were alliance members around them but no one from their actual party. Beyond that, Machinist has seen a 4000 damage boost to its LB. Scholar LB now either removes the status affliction or gives the party shields in the absence of it. Astro's Epicycle has seen its recast made longer, and Sage sees a number of small buffs in the form of shortened recast for Icarus, Phlegma, and Toxicon. Another important item is that the time between button pressed and damage going out has been further reduced for a very large number of attacks across all jobs. This brings the game closer to its original fast-paced nature prior to the 7.1 revamp, while still retaining the ability to react to certain attacks. PvP Series. Series 7 will be finally coming to an end, and a new series Battle Pass will begin. While you may no longer accrue experience towards the Loose Feet Coffer and other rewards from Series 7, please remember that you can still claim them during the entirety of Series 8. You need only click on the tab of the Series Pass UI to move back one series and click on the rewards to claim them. Additionally, prior series rewards have been added to the Trophy Crystal shop. If you missed getting certain rewards due to not playing during that series, make sure to pick them up at the Wolf's Den Pier. CC and Ranked Season. Faithful Season 14 has started. If you ranked last season, remember to hit up the seasonal Quartermaster at the Den. The host data centers for this season of Ranked Crystal and Conflict will be Meteor for Japan, Crystal for North America, Chaos for Europe, and, well, Naturia as usual for Oceania, because what else do they got there? Minor changes have also been made to the crystal's movement speed and checkpoint progress, in which a losing team have actually a minor speed advantage both in speed and progress. Lastly, the devs have finally added a native keybind to target enemies in CC with. Prior to this addition, there were methods one could use to target enemies from your hotbar, but they entailed creating targeting macros. Now you can do it without needing to use up macro slots. Frontline. Frontline got the meat of the updates and new PvP content for this patch. For one, the secure map has been reworked and re-released, and new role actions exclusive to Frontline and rival wings were rolled out. Let's go over all the changes. To begin with, the following jobs have had adjustments made to their damage output, damage taken, and limit gauge fill rates. If you are familiar with this mode, you'll know that these are measures set in place to help melee and tank jobs have improved survivability, among other things. How Battle High is acquired has also been adjusted. Knockouts themselves give less points, while assists give more. This will make it easier for assist-heavy jobs, such as supports and physical ranged, to get more Battle High, while somewhat diminishing the early snowballiness of jobs like Ninja. Borderline Ruins, an old Frontline map that was taken offline for adjustments several years ago, returns with improvements. I ran it a few times with friends, this actually being the reason why this video comes in one day late, and I found it quite enjoyable in its new form. While it retains a number of PvE mechanics, such as the need to bring down the drones at mid, new mechanics have been introduced in order to motivate players to fight as groups, such as tower stacks and chaser lasers. Area control around the perimeter is also quite important, and to entice players to keep patrolling the area, the flagged areas around them add a considerable boost to your damage while you stand on them. More importantly, role actions have been added. You can set these actions up from your PvP profile. You need only drag the PvP role action button to your hotbar and it'll autofill with whatever role action you chose for it. You may not change them while in combat, but they may be shifted outside of it, meaning that you can change your role action while in spawn if you change jobs in the middle of a game. Tanks have received the following actions. Rampage, which is an attack with a potency of 8000 to all nearby enemies, and it also increases your target's damage taken by 25%, making it quite a powerful area control ability. Rampart, which is pretty much the same as its PvE counterpart, and Full Swing, which is basically yeeting your target 30 yalms with a little bit of damage included. Melee DPS have received Bloodbath, which is very similar to its PvE counterpart, Swift for those who need to go fast, and Smite, which is very interesting in that its damage increases as the HP of the target decreases. Physical range have received Dervish, which reduces cast time and recast time of spells and weapon skills by a considerable 10%, and makes you move faster by 25%. They have also received Bravery, which just increases damage dealt by 25% and gives you a reduction in damage taken by the same amount. And Eagle Eye Shot, which delivers an attack with a potency of 12,000 damage, and this ignores Guard. For their part, casters have received Comet, which you may think about as a mini LB2 from PvE. They also receive Phantom Dart, which deals unexpected damage with a potency of 4000, which may not seem so much until you realize that it also debuffs the target to take 25% more damage. And finally Rust, which is a simple damage dealt and healing potency reduction. Lastly, healers have received Halen, I hope I'm spelling that right, which is basically a Cure 2 that depends on your on MP to use, so be very careful about how to use this. They have also received Stone Skin 2, which creates a barrier around yourself and all nearby party members. This is equivalent to a heal of 10,000 potency, which is considerable. And lastly, Diabrosis, which deals unexpected damage with a potency of 8000 to the target and all enemies around them, and also reduce their HP recovered by healing actions by 25%, which is considerable. I believe this about covers the whole PvP section of patch 7.2. I hope that whatever you're doing in the PvP sphere, you're enjoying this patch. Please let me know in the comments what you're up to. Are you chasing any achievements? Looking to earn your first Hellhound weapon? Sitting on your hands waiting for the next Rival Wings Q-Sync? Whatever it may be, I'll see you at mid.